Andrew, it's fantastic news that you won the awards last night, Andrew Gibb of Preshafood. Can you please tell me how it feels and why you think you won it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Firstly, thanks to Beverage Innovation. You know, it still probably hasn't sunk in. The juices, they're a great. They're a result of excellent Australian collaboration and partnership. So it's been a wonderful team effort.
So who are the members of the team?
What we've got here is Daryl Black from VIP Packaging. He, of course, designed a wonderful triangle bottle, yes. Which is it's functional design, but it's also an incredibly impressive package on shelf. Mm-hmm. And Robert Russo, who presses the finest Australian apple juice in the world, I think, and he's a key part of the team. And of course, the other key members of our team are NC Hyperbaric, who make our high pressure processing equipment, mm-hmm. and of course our designers, designed by Pigeon, who came up with the wonderful graphics on the label.
Fantastic. And who are the government research agency?
Yeah, we began life at CSIRO, which is the Australian government's research organisation. So we did all our early trials and made our first commercial products on their small high pressure machine out of Werribee in Melbourne, Australia. So they're the other missing link in the team.
Great.
In a nutshell, we don't use heat, we use pressure. And basically what happens with the pressure is that it kills all the yeast, the mould, the E. coli, the salmonella, the listeria, all the bad things in juices. But all the organoleptic or the bioactive properties of juices, the things which we drink juice for, the taste, the colour, the aroma, the nutrition, the antioxidants, the vitamin C, all those things, the colour, all those things are unaffected by pressure. So it's a wonderful, we think it's a silver bullet. It wipes out all the good stuff, but it keeps all, it wipes out all the bad stuff and keeps all the good stuff intact.
And what's the shelf life like?
One of our products are positioned in Australia against products like Nudie. I suppose the equivalent brands in the UK is Innocence, mm-hmm. and Naked in the US. Those products have got a 20-25 day shelf life when they get to the stores. We're putting 165 days shelf life on our product. There's a juice of 4 apples in each product. It's got twice your naturally occurring vitamin C in each bottle.
Fantastic. And can you tell me a little bit about the bottles? Please, it's Daryl Black.
The bottle design. The bottle design really comes from nature itself. Andrew came to us with a request to design a pack that is going to give us the maximum yield that we can achieve out of his machine, given that the machine, the technology behind that is a batch system rather than a continuous flowing system. So we looked at a range of different designs, whether they be square, hexagonal, octagonal, round, and when I say it came from nature before, the triangle bottle gave us the best yield in the machine process. It also gave us a fantastic point of difference on the shelf, retail level, and generated a lot of interest in the actual product itself.
Fantastic, thank you very much. And Robert, can you explain how we get the clarity in the actual juice?
Well, the juice is pressed fresh from fresh fruit. Then we clarify it with clarifying agents and filtering systems. Mm-hmm.
The main reason, sorry Robert to interrupt, the main reason why the juice is so clear is that what happens with normal juices, and it's the same with the other juice that Robert packs, is that it then goes through the heat pasteuriser. And what happens is most apple juice is brown, and the reason why it's brown is because the sugars in the sugars or the fructose in the apples caramelise with the heat, and that's what turns it brown. The reason why our juices are so clear, aside from the wonderful juice that Robert presses, is that we don't apply heat, so there's no opportunity.
So it's not actually pasteurised?
Well, it is, it's pasteurised, but it's pasteurised with pressure, but it's pasteurised at 4 degrees. But the pressure that we apply to the juice is 6,000 bar, or 87,000 psi. And to put that in perspective, the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the world's oceans, is 11 kilometres below sea level. There's 1,000 bar of pressure there. So each one of those bottles has been to 6,000 bar.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that's why the equipment is so critically important. Mm-hmm. Scientists have been aware for 100 years that pressure can pasteurise foods. The whole challenge has been industrialising the technology, so metallurgy, material science, all those sort of things. And our Spanish partners, NC Hyperbaric, have been the absolute masters in developing machines that can successfully commercialise HPP production.
That's fantastic. I mean, I do think it looks really lovely. So you say it was designer's name?
Designed by Pigeon, a guy called David Pigeon in Australia, and he's done a lot of other work, and he's lots of but this is his first mainstream food project. So
really edgy design.
Yeah, and what the story of the design is that it's because of the three-sided bottle. We wanted every side of the bottle to appear like the front, but the other thing is that we wanted to tell a story. So the story of these juices is it's 100% Australian fruit. It's pressurised cold. What does pressurised cold mean? It's not heat pasteurised. And the benefit of that is it just pig taste.
It does taste.
And so on shelf, it doesn't matter, we thought this was going to be a problem, but it doesn't matter which way they merchandise it because every side looks like the front. But most importantly, it tells the story of the juices.
Fantastic. Can you just tell me what you're going to be doing next?
Well, the response to the 350ml bottle has been absolutely outstanding. So the next thing is we're doing a larger size. Our supermarkets in Australia are already asking for that, so we're planning to launch that in February next year.
And what size?
So it'll be a 700ml size, the same as in the same. We've trademarked the triangle shape. So the next thing is our fruit coolies, these are for yogurt, smoothies, ice cream, etc. Exactly the same technology, and we're launching that into grocery in Australia in November. So that's actually a world first product, and this is actually how we began life. We were the first company in the world to make fruit preparations for dairy using high pressure processing.
That's a lovely colour. What are the flavours?
Yeah, so we're doing raspberry, strawberry. This is a mango, and we're also that's a passion fruit. And you can see one of the other benefits of high pressure is texture. So, for example, the passion fruit doesn't separate from the pulp, and the strawberry and the raspberry doesn't go brown, which normally happens when you make jam or when you heat pasteurised products. So there's a lot more pressure fruit products in the system.
Fantastic. Great. Many thanks, Andrew.
Thank
you all.